everybody. Thank you for sticking with us, you super people. I think we came up with more ideas on that break than we have than Blizzard's done in the last 2 years. Yeah. That was pretty insane how much we did that. I also shit myself. My wife started calling me the second we were out on the break. She started screaming for me. I was like, it can't be Max again. No, the telly was muted and she couldn't work out why there was no sound.
The best part would have been then if you went...
Crucial issue, crucial.
If you just would have gone, oh, so I shit myself.
No, it was really grim. I was walking up those stairs, terrified that my son wasn't breathing or something again. No sound on the telly. It was an emergency.
I could tell in the shout that it wasn't a matter of urgency.
It wasn't a matter of urgency this time, so it was pretty good. Should we have a competition?
We could.
Let's give away a game. Let's give away a game.
We could have a competition.
We did decide what we were going to do.
I did. I
what
decided
we do?
for us. Can I go through the rules again? We're going to use the same rules as last time.
Okay.
Right, can I go for it? Can I just say it?
Let's say we'll start it now.
Well, not now.
I
like the surprise. I like the surprise, you dick.
Okay.
Right.
All right, we'll do the surprise way.
if you were here last time, we had a competition where at one point now, until the end of the evening, we're going to throw a pose. When we do that, you have got to do something from a game that I used to call Shake Your Face. Now, when you shake your face, get your jowls flying everywhere, take a picture of it, tweet it to this man. We will pick not the first, but the best one.
The best one.
So when we strike a pose, we'll let it be known, shake your face, snap it, tweet him, we pick winner, you get game.
We'll give you a game. Sounds fun to me.
I'm going to enter it, mate.
Right. A few stories in front of me. They're fun ones. Now, we had to cancel Drama Friday yesterday because my family returned home, which was cool.
5-0.
GTA, mate.
GTA, seen it, mate.
GTA, mate. GTA, mate. GTA, mate. GTA. Let's do some RP. Why not? Let's do some RP. Are you ready to name pick?
Yes.
Right, I need a female warrior.
Female warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Toasty fun.
Toasty fun. I need a slut.
McGoogles.
McGoogles. And a mercenary.
Sloppy pop.
Mercenary sloppy plop.
Pop.
Oh, right, not a plop. Sloppy pop. The mercenary. Apparently. Oh, I missed one. I got it. It was McGoogles.
McGoogles.
McGoogles. Toast fun. Or was it toasty
fun? Toasty fun,
Toasty
bro.
fun. Toasty fun. Alright, we're going to whiz through these. They're not particularly long. This one is curious because it takes place in Guild Wars Deuce. Do you remember that WoW killer?
No.
Oh, why? I appreciate Guild Wars 2.
Good for you, mate.
It gave me a good refund. No questions asked. It did.
Their refund policy was dynamite.
It was. It was a crispy refund policy, and I, for one, am happy with it.
Good. I'm glad you are, mate.
It put that money straight in my bank, and I am happy with that. I got it back. It was good times. Onwards to Tyria. Yeah. So we're going to have obviously places that probably some of us don't know.
I don't know.
Guild Wars Deuce was on the horizon, and I'm stoked. Good use of the word.
Nice. Yeah?
We like to be stoked around here. I had never played the original, so I'm super hyped about the second one. But I was buying into the hype train that was its marketing. You know what else is doing that? Badly. Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah? We'll get to that at some point.
Oh, yeah, carry on.
Have you read the fail? Did you ride the hype train and then the fail train? Choo-choo disaster.
Heard there was fail on the horizon, but I don't know what it is. Let's get into it after this.
It didn't help matters that my boyfriend, that's right, it's a lady, was just as into the game's pre-release hype as I was. They were literally getting it on together.
Ooh.
And when the game launched, we both jumped in. Together we made 2 Sylvari characters. Myself being a guardian and the boyfriend a mesmer. Now that sounds backwards to me. You sound a little bit Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey?
Ronda fucking Rousey. Up there. upstairs. From
I'd let her armbar my cock.
Although I've got to say, I watched Fast 7. She didn't come across particularly pretty in that film. They had her very butch.
That was the point of it.
I think so. She's quite a pretty woman. She's a very pretty woman.
She's a very pretty woman.
Didn't do that in Fast 7.
I'd still hit it in Fast 7.
She swatted Michelle Rodriguez, though.
Somewhat chronic.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Thumbs up. She probably got her amnesia back. We're out of the dream and exploring the reaches of the Caladan Forest and the Kessex Hills. Sounds like Essex. The Essex Hills. However, despite the vast numbers of players filling our screens, we were bored to fuck. Guild Wars Deuce. Thankfully, we enrolled on an RP server.
Nice. And
returned to the Grove to see what all RP guilds were about and what they were up to. It wasn't long after we began surveying the guilds that a large Norn woman approached Ronda Rousey me. Approached us both. Her name was Toasty Fun. A strong, proud woman, Toasty Fun, who came bearing tales of gold, legend, and honour that would be won if we joined her band of heroes and mercenaries in the fight against Zoltan and the dark forces of war.
Zoltan.
This sounds very much like it was a Scientology rep. Come bearing gifts of the cure.
For our Lord and Saviour, Zoltan.
Zoltan. What's that from?
Not telling you.
Fuck you.
Dude, where's my
Zoltan.
Zoltan.
You two! Oh, I've got to do a feminine butch voice. You two! She called from across the way, motioning to us. Guild Wars 2 animation.
Oh, no, the GTA point. You don't know what that is, do you?
No.
Double stick your right stick, your hand, your point, but you can be well annoying with it. Like, walk up to someone and go...
You two! Do you seek fortune? Do you seek your story to be forever told amongst the fires of Holbrook? Come, fight for Tyria! Fight for the Grove! Fight for coin!
Nicely done.
Hit!
Damn!
Word?
Did you know?
My boyfriend and I discussed this. What do you think? I don't know.
That's a big bitch.
Both in character and out. And decided that we would raise our swords to Tyria's defense.
Go Tyria.
Go Tyria. Woo! Woo Tyria! We were quickly accepted into the guild. Such requirements. Will you fight for us? Yes, you're in. And it was a fun RP experience. Possibly the best ever. We still RP in this guild to this day, but like all guilds, it had its share of drama. Part 2, a spider or two. And along came a spider.
Shit.
Someone for who the ends always justify the means. Name that film.
No.
It's V for Vendetta. Good film.
Thanks, mate.
It's a solid film.
It's got one of the best quotes of all time in it. It's solid.
Disappointingly, Natalie Portman trying to look a bit badass. Not for me. She looks a bit like a cue ball. Every guild in any MMO has black sheep. Hey.
Whoa. You're just going to throw the race card out
You
there
just
like
can't
that.
open the racist door on me like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Hey,
We'll
whoa.
walk straight through.
Well, I'm going in now.
I'm in there now. I've gone straight in.
So this Chinese fella walks up to me.
Right.
Everyone has a black sheep. Much like any family. Interracial.
Mulatto butts, mate.
And the Mercs of Tyria is no different. Her name was McGoogles.
Yeah.
One of the higher up, and this is in speech marks for some reason, contractors of the guild, whose duty was to oversee contracts for the guild's service and distribute pay as missions were completed.
So is he like
She's in charge of the dollar
contractor, mate? It sounds like
contractor.
a fucking
Bounty, mate.
like joiner or something.
No. She's like, you know, in Bounty Hunt, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
The big bad
Right?
dog.
If I could take it to a serious level for a moment.
If you would.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, woof woof, gets his jobs, aka contracts, from a dude who's not Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Really?
It's a contractor. And he collects said bounty.
However, joiners who build tables get their jobs from a contractor. Wait, shh.
I feel like I took it in and went deep.
You did. Not to butt.
She's However, McGoogles was rarely on. And when she was rarely interacting with the guild, leaving Toasty Fun to do her job for her. When someone would question her about this, her usual response was something along the lines of, "I am not appreciated," and logged the fuck out. Hey, I'm curious. You don't seem to log in or play, but you have an important job. Why is that? One day I noticed that McGoogles wasn't in the Grove or Divinity's Reach, which is rare. Despite being a level 80, she rarely left the cities. You've never been underappreciated.
I know!
You don't
I've
know what it's
always
like.
appreciated.
You don't know what it's
That was
like.
my best appreciation of it, though.
She only ever left for RP events. When I logged on one day, however, it said, and this is going to fuck your shit up.
No way, mate.
It said that McGoogles was actually, can't believe I'm going to tell you, she was in the Sparkly Fen. Yeah.
Not the Sparkly Fen.
You don't just go to the Sparkly Fen.
You don't just...
Unless you got business there. The fuck is she doing in the Sparkly Fen?
Sparkly Fen is just for the most excellent warriors.
She was actually in the Sparkly Fen. A high level area, the Sparkly Fen.
Is it fuck?
Hey, you don't know.
Mate, it sounds like...
Maybe it's a plot.
It sounds like a strip club.
Shit. Being the sneaky bastard I am, and knowing that something had to be amiss amongst the Sparkly Fen, I stalked her into the Fen. 2 people in the Sparkly Fen. Knowing she, an avid RPer and pretty shit player, burn,
Avid?
would be avoiding areas with lots of hostile mobs in the Sparkly Fen. Sure enough, I found McGoogles in a secluded area of ancient ruins, populated by jungle spiders. Tell you
Not
what,
to a spider.
the next time I see a jungle spider in a Sparkly Fen, that's where I spank it.
Wow.
What I saw next would haunt me to this day. 8 legs. Think about it.
I don't like spiders.
McGoogles was there. Yes, but she was not alone. There was another female Sylvari there. Lesbian spider sex. In the Sparkly Fen. Only on the Preach Gaming Show. Only on the Preach Gaming Show will you have spider sex. Lesbian style. Sparkly Fen.
Alright.
There was another female there. One that I had never seen before. She's new. Or have any idea who she is. Both of them were sitting on the ground just out of aggro range of a large veteran spider queen. That's a 3-way lesbian that's a triforce. Hey. Hey.
No.
That's the lesbian spider triforce, people. Boom. Boom.
You're disgusting.
I'm disgusting. I'm not the one who rocked down to the Sparkly Fen to get my game on. My mind instantly went to the darkest place imaginable, but I wasn't quite ready for what came next. Who came next? You can't tell in that menage, can you? It could be anyone. Could be anyone.
One of them's giving out 8 hand jobs at once, mate. Could be anyone.
It was in its last say. It had been put into an emote instead of chat, and I immediately regretted my ability to see and read. I quite literally wish I was blind. Not only was McGoogles and this mystery woman ERPing, they were in the middle of banging the Spider Queen.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
Or rather, the Spider Queen was giving them a rough thrashing with its many legs. It's BDSM, Triforce lesbian spider sex. Now, Amsterdam, get wrecked. Whilst its brood was doing more naughty things to them. I got out of there as fast as I imagined possible and logged out. Yeah. It was a nest of spidery goodness. You're not into it?
No. I've got a massive... I can't relate to it in any sort of sex way whatsoever. Because of my
8 legs
crippling
and a
fear
brood.
of spiders.
I'm not into this because I've got arachnophobia.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you see wrong here.
Yeah.
Is that it's a spider.
Right.
If it was a koala bear pit,
I'm
game.
I'm down.
I'm game.
I'm down.
I'm game.
Well, that's it. That's my brain's programming.
Not spiders.
No, if they were
This would
fucking...
have been fine
If
without
they were fucking
spiders.
sloths
Sloths.
or ants, whatever, but because it's a spider, I can't sexually associate with it. I'm a freaky prick, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, Zandarian's so into it. There was an awkward moment later that day when I logged on to grind Ascalonian
What?
Catacombs dungeon.
Where's that?
Well, it's not in the Sparkly Fen. It's pretty easy. Or enough tokens to purchase the dungeon special set of shoulder armor. Not for stats, of course, but for transmog skin. It said that McGoogles was online. This time, though, she was in the Ashford Plains. The same area as my dungeon entrance. Sure enough, on my way to the dungeon, I noticed a familiar name just off in the distance, near a remote, quiet Dermond Priory camp. Priory, that sounds religious. She's gone for the cleansing after the ordeal. After said designated incident.
Yeah.
I need to see a priest. That's when you know you've had some good sex. We need some holy water up in this bitch. We're going to need to be absolved. As if on cue, there was another chat message that I read. This time, with McGoogles caught in between two Char warriors, spit roast style. I once again recoiled in horror, but the tantalising call of shiny transmog fodder loot kept me from logging off again in disgust. It couldn't get worse, right? Part 3, though, it got worse. Yeah, we've opened the door. Whilst in my grind for 210 Ascalonian tears, every day, sick of it.
They don't even know how fucking easy they've got it outside of the twinkly rainbow fen forest bullshit area.
Are you taking the piss out of Sparkly Fen? Never
No.
forget. It was my grind for 210 Ascalonian tears needed for a transmog. I'd immediately trade up for something better because, like Mr. Ghost,
Boom! Represent!
I am obsessed with how my character looks.
Yes, you are.
I got a whisper from McGoogles. "What are you doing?" she said. I obviously took my time to answer, seeing how as we were at the end boss for Path 3, Colossus Rumbulus. We've all been there.
Standard.
I tell you what, every time someone whispers me at Path 3 of Colossus Rumbulus, they're getting a wait.
They're going to wait.
There's
until
going to be
I
a
finish.
timer on that reply. I'm in the Ascalonian dungeons, I said, running it for transmog gear. Boom. I know that you saw me in the Sparkly Fen.
Oh my god.
And with the Char. If you want to get involved, just say so. You're a pretty sexy Sylvari anyway. Shit, she likes to be watched when she's spider fucking. Oh, what? She knew you were there. Ooh. Observe me. My natural response. Now, in consideration, my response was to point out that not only do I have a boyfriend, but I'm not into spider sex. But I'm also straight.
She's already got enough spider's legs down there. Stray pubes. I meant stray pubes.
I know what you meant.
Like, you know, the ones that stick out the side. Spider legs. Stray pubes.
True story.
Unkept bush.
When I was on holiday. When I was on holiday and we were on the beach with my wife.
You're going to tell me something really
No,
horrific.
the
now,
girl who was doing like drinks on the beach, like for the local bar, was in a bikini, but had the blackest, thickest, stray pubes ever. And she came up to me and Emma, and she was like, "Can I get you a drink?" And I was like, lay there on the sun lounge, and I looked up and I went, "Whoa! no, thank you. No, I'm just no." And then Emma saw it, and she went, "No." Oh my god! I don't know why, but I instantly looked up. And it was the first thing I saw was the bush attack.
Unkept bush.
Unkept bush, you know. I'm not saying it has to be hairless. I'm not
Spider's
saying that.
legs.
But I'm just saying, contain. That's all. Just a little bit of containment.
Grooming.
Resident Evil 1 is all I'm going to say. If a little bit of containment,
No.
a little bit of containment would have solved all this problem. But no, I never got a drink from that bar ever again. Just in case.
Yeah, but you can't associate with getting a beer with someone's massive 70s afro bush.
I don't think it was massive. If I was to describe it, it was...
An Italian man's beard.
It was sparse but thick. Less like hair, more like cord.
Like a pube
Like a mouse cord. There might have only been 5 hairs, but they were thick.
But they were like drain pipes.
Yeah. Girthy is what I'm looking for. Girthy.
It could be fucking Cthulhu, mate.
I don't know what was going on down there, but wasn't doing it for me.
No.
It did not entice me to have a margarita. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to keep saying it to you randomly tonight now.
Their reaction was shocked. Why wouldn't you want to take part with the brood? She knew that our characters were a couple, but claimed it was impossible for us to be an IRL couple because only girls, and I'm not going to say the word, but it begins with F, and it's a reference to homosexuals, would play gay characters, and gays don't play video games. Science. You just get out scienced by Spider Queen, bitch. So
let me hit you with the facts.
Let me hit you with some science right here. Oh! Shenanigans. Because gays don't play video games. What?
One of the biggest well-known groups of gamers in the world are actually called gamers. Gaymers.
But Google's just out scienced all of you. Right?
Gay people don't play video games.
Look, all our homosexual viewers, and we have a lot of them, you're liars. But Google outplayed you.
Look, you can either be a gamer or a gay.
Yeah. Get them both.
They're exclusive clubs.
Pick a side. It's always
one
saying,
or the other.
Stop being so French. Pick a side.
Joystick or joystick.
The facepalm that followed was worthy of 1,000,000 Picards. Bold. As if that wasn't enough, however, McGoogles flew to a rant about how she may not be religious, but gays are beasts. Now I not be down with Jesus. I may not be a man of the gospel, but I know what's what. I gave up and logged out. Yeah. What do you do? I'm done. There's nowhere.
It's like hit escape that.
No. It's like when you type a text in reply and you go, nah, it's not even worth it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go like this. Escape. And I've cured the problem. It's fixed. It's done. Part 4, it goes to the book. Where else could it go?
The good book.
It goes to the good book. A morbid curiosity came over me over the next few days, following the rude assault.
Is a morbid curiosity the name of a guy?
It's like when you know it's a pic of a dead person. You're like,
But you still get half a chub.
The thing is with those kind of images, because we've all been there, doesn't happen very often anymore, but as teens, when it was cheese, steak and cheese, steakandcheese.com, and your friend who was that guy, who comes in, you gotta see this video, it's a guy getting his head cut off, you go, why would I want to see that?
Go on then,
and then you're like, go on then. You know why though? It's because your imagination is far worse.
It is.
So I never saw Two Girls, One Cup, true story, until someone described it to me. I've seen it now. What I imagined was way worse than what it was. Way worse. Still gross. Let's not get off track here. But it's no Spider Queen sex. That's all I'm going to say. And now I've got that going on in my head, and I'm in all kinds of positions.
Nice.
Joining me?
No, I'm staying clear.
You stay clear. A morbid curiosity came over me the next few days, following the rude assault of terrible words thrown at me by some over ERP'd plant spider lady. After talking with Toasty Fun, I managed to learn the IRL name of McGoogles. And we went to the good book. What do we think McGoogles is? What do we think? Audience, what do we think?
34-year-old, 25 stone, fat guy.
Doritos eater.
The guy from South Park.
Yeah, we're talking Doritos.
No,
Big time
no,
Doritos.
I changed my mind. He's an 8 stone loser who's like 45. He's like 6 foot and 8 stone. He turns sideways, you miss him. That's what he is. Don't carry on, that's what he is. Okay, carry on.
That was a shock. Now, ask the audience to guess what it is, and I'm assuming they already know. I don't know, we've got variation. A 16-year-old girl, a whale, literally. Oh, that's dolphins, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, no, seal. A triathlete!
They either clap or they sing. They either clap or sing Kiss from a Rose.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Just on Facebook, you click it. Nailed it. 85-year-old man. A wharf. Like a piece of the beach.
No, mate. Like the guy from Star Trek.
Michael Dawn. I'm shocked, Michael Dawn. Why, Michael? Yep. McGoogles was not a she, but a he.
Called it.
And he was quite the sick little puppy.
Called it.
Not only did he have links and posts that probably put him on some kind of mental health watch, but I apparently liked to dress up as a she. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I have nothing against those non-traditional gender identity. But the utter gall, the ballsy, the moxie of someone who could be charitably described as having the figure of an oversized pear and the face of a turnip dressing up in outfits worthy of a slut mug to harass me for my sexuality disgusted me. Did you get all that?
It was well read.
Thank you. I wanted revenge. And I would have it.
Boom. Boom.
I'm not proud of what I did next in hindsight. You know how many drama stories at the end go, no, I'm not proud of what I did, but I did it. Right? I did it. But I feel that it was justified, as I am a fan of waiting for the perfect moment to deliver swift vengeance. Now that sounds like you've had a lot of opportunity. I waited for our next RP event, since it would be occurring at peak time, meaning our guild would be as full as possible. Right on time, the event would start, and quite literally the entire guild was online and representing, meaning they would see our guild chat, which was strictly out of character. After getting everyone's attention in guild chat, including McGoogles, I posted the link to the good book page and sat back in my chair with the finger tent of evil success. What is a finger tent?
This, mate.
Oh, nice! There was a silence over the guild. Then an uproar of laughter and WTFs. It seems that a couple of members must have done the deed with her as they instantly logged out. Ace Ventura style. Where he goes to the shower, burns his clothes and all that. I know it's a man!
Gun is digging into my hip.
Ashamed with not a single word, McGoogles left the guild, never to return. To this day, I am still a part of that guild, working alongside each other to defeat the recently awakened Mordramoth. Dun dun dun! I continue to protect the innocence of Tyria, and I'm loving every moment of it. Mordramoth. Good God. Mordramoth. Right, let's do a really quick one before we get into the really filth.
Okay, how many people?
You're so on the button, I love it. Please let it be a girl.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I need... I wouldn't use exceptional names for this one because it's very short.
Okay.
We just need one name. A Blelf priest.
A Blelf priest. Let's go with Betty Swallocks.
Betty Swallocks. Represented. It was a normal Friday. I got home from school and sat down to play WoW. As I logged in, I noticed I had been kicked out of my guild. But it didn't bother me, as it was a piece of shit guild.
Wow.
That's the opening gambit.
Wow.
Kicked.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em. Only level 20. Noobs. I went straight to Wargrimmar and typed LF Guild.
Amateur move.
That disgusts me more than anything. Doesn't it you? How shall I find a guild? Watch and learn, friend. Trade chat LF Guild. Somebody instantly whispered me saying, "You want to join my guild?" What's that symbol? What is this? Let me put it in chat. What does that mean?
That fucking guy who rips off everyone's videos. Hiccups. Shit.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Billy Ray Knobhead, who takes everyone's videos and makes them his.
Billy Ray Knobhead.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Ray William Johnson.
That's him.
I think he's retired now.
Good.
I said, sure, as long as it's level 25. Not joining no noob guild. Hey, and it was. Yeah. Jokes aside, level 25 guild. Feel it.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm going to have to shoot off, mate.
You're going to hiccup the fake place down.
Give me a minute.
I joined the guild and started getting to know the people there. They were pretty nice. They took me for transmog runs, but I kept an extra eye on the person that invited me. I asked, "So what's your name?" She answered, "Kim." I was a virgin, and I thought, oh, a girl. She's the one for me. That was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. We started playing together all day long and had many good times together. For weeks we went transmogging together, and she even forced me into doing some RPing just for fun. I felt a weird tingling sensation in my body when I played with her. So when it finally came to go to Tempest Keep, I decided this was the instance to do it. Tempest Keep, if you're ever wondering, Tempest Keep, that's where it's at. After the first boss I asked, I built up the courage. "Do you want to add me on Skype or anything?" Trying to act cool. She said, "Sure." Insert Skype name, and I added her.
Skype and a female, back at the right time.
What's the best instance?
Of
When's
what?
the moment? When you're transmogging?
Yeah.
Which instance is the boner instance?
The boner instance?
Where you can make the move.
What do you mean?
When you can make a move on a chick. She nervous.
Is she with you with transmog?
Oh, yeah. She's your transmog partner.
Nice, nice.
But you can't just go into, like, I don't know, ICC and drop a slut bomb.
No.
What instance?
You're going to have to let me think about it.
Alright, mate. I've got the answer for you. I added her on Skype. I looked at her pic and it was Gareth Hearthstone picture. Which was weird for a girl to use, in my opinion. No sexist, it says. I'm not being sexist, but if you're a Gareth Hearthstone fan...
I'm not saying you should be making me a sandwich, but what I am saying is...
I let it slide. We switched from typing on WoW to typing on Skype.
Here we go.
We're basically fucking.
By now
We're
we are.
fucking.
Yeah.
Shit, hit that. We're typing on Skype now. Around 11 o'clock in school, I got a message saying, "I need to take a piss, burb."
Is this meant to be a girl?
Yeah.
I need to take a piss, burp. Is that meant to be a girl?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a boner killer, isn't it? Going for a shit, back in a minute.
Don't go in there, mate.
I need to take a piss, burb. I was shocked. How could a girl, a princess, a lady say a thing like that? I also let it slide as I really liked her after all we'd been through. It's alright. How far does it need to go before you call it shenanigans?
How awkward.
It's still good. It's still good.
How awkward was the conversation pick up then for him if he's this fucking nervous? So, good piss then?
Did everything go swimmingly?
You alright down there?
What would have been worse? I've got to go wet the flaps or something. Rough like that. It was like a girly thing, but super rough. I've got to go drain the lizard. That would have been a get out, wouldn't it? I've got to go drain the lizard.
I've got to go and take a 12-pound shit.
12 pound details. And I just had a burrito. I was shocked at this girl. All the way home on the bus, I had built up courage to finally Skype her and talk in voice chat. I got home and ran to the PC and opened it. She was on. I took a deep breath.
So gonna be a guy.
This was my chance. I called her. She answered. With my nervous voice, I said, "Hello!" Sound like a teenager?
You need the voice break. Hello!
Hello! A grown-ass man answered me and said, "What's up?" "What's up?" My body froze. It was a man. I said, "So you're a guy?" He said, "Yeah." Like, I never said I was a girl. What the fuck? And I said, "Burp." And exited the call, deleted him and blocked him for a while on Skype. I left all traces of me and left the guild and blocked him on Battleswag. After that, I felt very weird. I liked someone I thought was a girl, but turned out to be a guy. Peach, can you tell me, does this make me gay? I don't like boys. And happy face.
He likes men.
It just makes you a noob. That's all it does.
Welcome to the internet,
You're not gay, you're just a noob. This guy's like, why did you think I was a girl? I never ever gave you that impression. What the fuck? Right, let's panty drop.
Oh, alright,
I deleted that name.
I remember it, mate.
Okay, we need an arsehole boyfriend.
An arsehole boyfriend.
We need an arsehole boyfriend.
Joey Fingers.
A panty dropper man. Brrr. What? Chubby Fingers?
No, Joey Fingers.
He does sound like an arsehole.
Yeah?
Hey, Joey Fingers. Why do they call you that? We need a panty dropper. We need a smooth name.
A smooth name. Milkshakes, yo.
Really? Milkshakes, yo. A mutual friend.
Is it a guy or a
I know
girl?
who breaks this relationship up straight away.
Oh, right, okay.
He was our mutual friend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with, slow it down typing! Go on, I'll let you pick a name.
Was Milkshakes Yo a smooth name?
Yeah.
The panty dropper. So we need a new friend.
We need a new friend and a mutual friend.
Right.
Okay, new friend.
Fist Thunder.
Fist Thunder, nice. Mutual friend, Eggy Tits.
Eggy Tits.
It was always going to be
Eggy Tits. Joey Fingers and Eggy Tits. One story. One time. One love.
Go to sleep. Wake back up.
My experience with WoW was a roller coaster, but as there is no point in going into minutiae, I'll give you a bit of watered down version. So it begins. The first time I had ever heard of WoW was back in my high school years, where one of my friends in a band, yes, I know, this one time at band camp, was an avid player. Oh, in band. Oh, you mean the school band.
Just want to point out how awesome a word minutia is.
Thank you. It isn't in the story. I ad-libbed it.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, man.
I only know about that word from Guardians of the Galaxy, but well done.
Word of the day movies. Much better than toilet paper.
Yeah.
He would describe how he'd leveled several toons to max level and all of his raiding experience, and of course, him being a gamer and a band geek, his supposed romances between his characters and assumed girls. I was, of course, sceptical as to how he really knew whether or not they were girls. But, of course, he was adamant that every time he fell for a female character, the person behind the screen was, in fact, a femme. I, being cynical, and wondering as to why he would even try something like that, as it's virtual, continuously told him that he was, in fact, wrong and they were dudes. What? After.
Okay.
The moment.
Okay.
He, of course, refused to listen every time, stating, "You're jelly that they want to meet with me, bruh. And because you want to be my girlfriend, biatch."
Fucking hell.
That's what band guys are like. You ever met a guy in a band? We've met lots in our time.
We have.
And they're all bruh. I'm in a band, bruh. I, of course, rolled my eyes, coming back every time with, "No, I think you have our roles reversed. You want to be my boyfriend, but I sure as shit don't want to be anything more than a friend to you."
Whoa.
Fucking hell! That is a female burn right there.
That was awesome.
Let me tell you something. You ugly motherfucker.
You want me to be but the delivery though, you've got to ramp the delivery. You want me to be a girlfriend, but I can be sure as shit don't want to be yours.
You know why? You got a dick that smells like cheese. I can smell it.
Damn!
filthy motherfucker.
You got a cheese dick and I ain't hungry, bitch.
Oh, God. Smell the cheddar.
Oh, Helmet Dale.
He soon tired of me always being right about his wow relationships and chose to stop talking to me about those relationships. Later, he actually asked me out, which, of course, I facepalmed. You don't sound like the nicest of ladies. Oh, ugly motherfucker.
I like this bit.
Several years later, I was dating a boy named Joey Fingers. So you ruffled out on band guy and went with Joey Fingers, who is an avid WoW player. One day, Joey Fingers was called into work unexpectedly and asked me to continue leveling his level 85 Blood Elf Hunter. Joey. Level 85 Blood Elf Hunter.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's. Excellent choice.
Female orc.
Until he came home. At first, I told him to go fuck himself, as I hated WoW. I said, I don't want to fuck something up on your character. This, of course, at the time, was a complete lie. Actually, I hated WoW and wanted to mess up his tune so badly it would take him quite some time to undo.
This bitch has got class.
And she said to you, nah. What she's thinking is, fuck it up big time.
I'm
joking.
Really gonna
I'm going to take your WoW account and literally grease that pole. I'm going to grease that pole. The damn game was a stress on our relationship, and I had repeatedly asked Joey Fingers if we could do something other than him play his game while I read in the background. Finally, after him begging me, saying all I had to do was let the pet do most of the work and press a few buttons here and there, I thought about it for a bit and in the end agreed to level his character while he was at work. I, reluctantly, started playing. Wow. Opening up the spell book and learning what each spell did and how to control the pet was boring as shit, as I knew it would be. But me being a long-time PC and console gamer, I knew it was what I needed to do. After looking through the book, I found it was remarkably easy to play a fucking hunter. Slowly I began questioning as he had shown me and quickly realised how much of an idiot he must have thought I was. This shit is easy. This shit is fucking easy. Quickly grabbing multiple quests and completing them all at once, doing mass turnings, it levelled his tune faster than the one quest at a time method he told me was the most likely the best for a first-time player. Whoa! You're new to the game. Don't be taking too many quests now.
One at a time now.
One at a time now. Tell you what you want to do. You want to get that one quest, alright? You want to head over there. You want to do that quest, come back. Do the next one.
They will offer you multiple. Take one.
Yeah, don't fall for that. It's a gambit. It's a gambit.
It's a
trick.
It's a trick.
It's a trick. It's a trick. Not falling for that. Woohoo! Not my first time through.
Also,
you know what I mean?
I want to point out, long-time console gamers, not much of an, an acclaimed title.
PC and console.
Did she say PC as well?
Yes, she did. She's
Why did
cross-platform.
she include console?
Because it just means that she went the extra mile.
But they're beneath us.
We know. But I own consoles.
I know.
My PlayStation's been in 4 rooms this week alone. Still not played it. I keep thinking I'll definitely play my PlayStation if it's in this room. Nope.
Nope.
Look at this. Yeah, that's cool.
I can watch Netflix.
No, I can do that anyway.
On my phone.
After several hours of my hunter, I got it from 85 to 87.
Sit down. That's not the pose, by the way.
And when Joey Fingers walked in the door to me fighting massive mobs, what, sparkly fence style?
No, whoa! Don't get crazy now.
In better gear than he had before he left. After asking me what I had done with the gear he had already been wearing when he handed the tune over to me, he quickly made me get off and tried to do the same things he had just walked in on me doing. Where is my gear? My precious greens. I was saving that for transmog.
You whore.
You whore. You filthy potty mouth bitch. What did you do?
After that comment, it was just like a 50s backhand.
50s backhand. He, of course, died and started cursing, demanding I tell him what cheat I had done to allow me. What sorcery were you using? Tell me, woman!
And again,
tell me! I should beat you. That had allowed me, a noob, to pull so much and not die. What is this? I quietly shrugged and pulled out my book and turned over and started reading.
Class.
Oh.
Class. I don't know.
Ain't getting no pussy tonight, y'all.
I'm taking a lean back, mate.
I don't know. Why don't you ask my closed vagina? Good night. Oh, that's right. Scorned. The next day, Joey Fingers once again got called to work and reluctantly asked me to level his tune again. His tune was still level 87 and he had been playing it all night. Oh, Joey Fingers.
Classic Fingers.
He agreed once again and he left. I looked at what quest and what items he had already completed and started to laugh my ass off. He wasn't much further away from where I had been the previous day. This time I wanted to do something other than questing and I wondered how to get into these groups I had seen him in every once in a while. So I started clicking close to where I had seen him click on the screen to see if I could find a group. Seeing the Dungeon Finder, I decided that must have been what I had seen him doing and queued up. After another 3 to 4 hours, the tune had shot from 87 to a few bars before 90. Joey Fingers came home. He was astounded that I had been able to level so quickly, whereas he had had a very big issue getting more than a few bars. After accusing me of cheating once more, he sat down and turned in all the quests I just finished and dinged 90. She left him with all the quests. And Smugsville, Tennessee, like that. Oh, yeah, but you didn't cap. Didn't I?
Why don't you go and see that NPC about a quest over there?
Yeah, why don't you turn in some quests?
Why then she went, but only hand them in one at a time.
Deciding that he was very proud of himself reaching 90, he immediately harked to the shrine to see what his guildies were up to. He then boasted to the guild that he had reached 90 in 2 days.
I fucking love how smug he is right now. See what I did, guys? Me? Yeah.
How did you level so fast? Baller. Yeah? I got a feeling though, Joey Fingers, you're about to crash and burn. Hilariously.
Badly.
He boasted the guild that he had reached 92 days. I immediately whipped out my debit card, bought myself an account and all the expansions. There was no fucking way in hell I was going to level for him again, nor was I going to be sitting around quietly reading, waiting for him to decide when to stop playing so he could do anything else.
Fucking.
Stereotype or not, I logged on and immediately picked a Blood Elf Priest. What? Didn't even think about it. No, hang on. I take it back. I logged on and immediately picked a Horde, loving the Blood Elf models. I stared at the class screen, trying to decide what I should pick first. Female Blood Elf was a given. But what class? Joey Fingers looked over and said that since he had a hunter, I should pick something else. Namely, a priest.
Classic Fingers.
Classic Fingers. He knows.
He does.
He's like, trust me. I'm Joey Fingers. I leveled to 90 in 2 days. I think I know what's going on. I think I know. He said I could heal him, and he will roll a tank for me to run with if I did so. In the same breath, he continued to tell me I wouldn't be as good as a hunter as him, and might even be half as good as one of his female guildies as a healer.
She's going to roll hunter. She has to.
I stared at him for a full minute, trying to decide if he was a fucking idiot. That must have been a death stare and a half. A minute, though. 60 seconds. That's a long stare.
I'd get well bored, mate. I'd really get bored. I couldn't do that.
Deciding that probably he smacked his head at work at some point, I get a feeling your relationship didn't end well.
No, right?
Still friends, are we?
Dysfunctional as fuck. Do you know what I like, though?
Still friends, are we?
I think she is just in this relationship because she can fuck this guy over in and out of every game and real life situation. He's
probably
her bitch.
watching.
He's her. She was your daddy. You were a bitch if you are watching.
She was a Sylvari warrior.
Was she in the sparkly rainbow unicorn?
Sparkly fen friend.
Sparkly fen. That's it. What was that Austin head shake on
because
the way over? Sparkly
it's
fen
important
friend.
you get it right. It's very important. I stared at him for a full minute, deciding that he was a dick. And he must have forgot that I leveled his hunter. I clicked the Hunter icon and went to the customization screen. He was, of course, livid. She went, Hunter.
You know what it is though, mate? Shh, shh.
Oh, on demand. I love the stare. She moused over and went. Yeah?
Game on, pussy boy.
Oh, I should roll a priest. Should I?
Should I? Yeah. Is this a priest?
I should roll a priest. Oh, my priest has a pet. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You cry? You
Micro
cry?
dick.
Little titty baby.
Yeah, when I go wet the bed some more.
Damn.
She took it there. He was, of course, a little pissed. I shrugged. Okay. Hey! What? That's when you know you've lost. Hey! Yeah? Something to say? I continued to make my tune as he sputtered and started ranting and raving at me for a good half an hour. This is what it is. God, be mad at me.
What are you being a dick for? You're always a dick. You're so ugly. I can't stand you. What an absolute arsehole casual. You roll a goddamn female orc. Your rogue transmog sucks. These are all real things that I'm saying to you right now. I just want you to absorb them. Please listen to me. Let me guide you on your transmog. Why are you rolling a hunter? Back to your drama time story. What's going on? I'm out of breath. Just say something quickly because my head's gonna burn.
What?
I was only joking about that other stuff though, mate.
I am gonna change my roll back to undead though. I can't start looking at that fucking orc anymore. It's costing me a fortune to deviate fish. After you've been quiet for about an hour. Hush, hush. Why don't you go jerk off?
Go out of there in a minute. Go.
After you've been quiet for an hour, we decided that we should make a guild together to see if we could raid later on in the expansion. The guild he was in was slowly collapsing, and after he logged for a bit to cool down from his ranting, he came back to find that he wasn't in a guild anymore. It's the worst night ever. It's the worst day ever. The guild leader had decided to disband the guild at some point. When you ask, I didn't give a fuck to ask. Oh, your guild broke up? Why? I don't care. Yeah, you cry. Oh, guild was go jerk off again, yeah? The guild I knew would become an issue if we ever broke up. I like the way you consider it. If I join a guild with you...
If I fuck him off, is it going to cause
This is
tension
going
in
to
my
really
guild?
contend with my World of Warcraft stuff. I need serious thinking to do. But did I care at the time? Nope. I tried to get the guild charter before he had the opportunity, but well, he was there first. He already had a charter and he had it signed in another 5 minutes. And I, of course, was named Cold Guild Leader in name.
Boyfriend and girlfriend, regardless of their current situation. Join that guild, boys and girls.
I, of course, knew where this would go. You hate this guy. I already pitched that you probably typed. I already knew where this would go, because he's a dipshit, and then you deleted it. But I decided to put in time and effort anyway. I recruited and stocked the bank, organising it once, only to have it reworked by him and a new girl he had been talking to.
Oh.
About how her guild had her bank set up. You don't fuck after it. Dude!
Shit just got real.
Dude! If your lady organises a guild bank, that's how your guild bank is forever.
Don't mess with the fucking
Just
system.
leave it alone! Leave it
Why
alone!
would you?
Trust, we're both fucking
we know.
married, son. Close enough. Don't do it! Leave it the shit. If your wife wants to put your fucking socks and underwear in the same drawer like a retard, let her do it.
Let her do it. If she puts silverware in the pancake drawer, let her do it. With her.
Just saying. He threw everything in the tabs as she had told him to do it and gave her the bank manager rank.
Wow.
And allowed her to rename all the tabs and reorganised the bank as she saw fit. I put in all the mats, and I didn't even have the right to move things as I would put them in. It's always the little things.
Get everyone the pancake drop.
I shrugged it off and just left it alone, as it wasn't a fight to be had this day.
But it is not this day!
But this fight is coming. You go and pay for that. But I'll wait until you're low. Until you're down.
Do you know what's better than robbing a guild bank? Robbing your other half's guild bank.
Fucking hell,
if that's
dude,
in
that's
the mail,
so dark.
If that's in the mail of to come now, I'm so gonna beat one off to this later. I'm not even joking. Not even joking.
Just save it till after the show. That's all I'm begging you. After about a week, I got on my hunter tonight and geared her decently well to for not having a raiding team. Finally, I gave in to the stereotype and re-rolled a healer or two. I started a troll druid and a Pandaren priest within the same hour. Played them both to 20 and decided I would work on the druid. I decided if I want to change the race of my priest. The cliche is strong. Within the month, I had my druid capped and we had enough friends willing to roll me into the flexes that their team were diving into since they had just come out. I was healing decently well for having lower eye level than the other two healers. Number 2 in the charts. What? Out of 3.
Get wriggled, son.
Get wriggled. I'm second out of 3, so I'm kind of a big deal.
I'm just going to put that out there.
But of course, this was accented by Joey Fingers vocalising how very, very unhappy he was that I was able to get in, and they were unwilling to take his new paladin tank. Joey Fingers, you're the guild master. You are such a bitch. I'm the GM. We don't care. Couldn't give a fuck. Seriously, Joey, you're a bitch. But I only recruited you today. I know. And the first message I got was, you're a bitch. Go home, Joey Fingers. Go home. I didn't get a single piece of gear, and by the end, I was wanting to slap the fingers off Joey. I told him at the end, when he got to go a certain item level, I would attempt to get him into a flex. Oh, because of his whining. Bitch, fine. I'll do it for you. Bitch.
You absolute. Well, who's the bitch if she's going to do it for him?
Giving him to whining is a pretty normal thing.
That's bitchception. If
He's
he's
a
having a
guild.
whine and she's having a bitch and she gives hint to his whining, who's the real bitch?
As if you've never given into whining before. We all have.
That's why I've got two.
Just shut the fuck up.
That's why I've got 2 fucking cats. The only reason.
At some point, everybody just goes, just shut up. I'll do it. Fine. Fuck's sake. Shut the
You
fuck
sound
up.
like me Monday to Friday in work.
Is that you in work?
Yeah.
Fine. Jesus Christ.
If I
Shut
do
up.
this, will you fuck off right
Yeah.
now?
Just leave me alone. Mother of God. He finally got the item level, and by that point, I was one of the go-to healers for my friends when they were down a healer.
She's not a hunter anymore. I was owning
I just want to point out how slacky this is. You're the go-to healer when they don't have a healer. You're like, I am the bench warmer. For reals. AKA, it wasn't as shit as some of the other pugs they had tried. Tagline. Author. Better than a pug. Put that on your app. I finally got him into a flex with some of the friends. I'd warned all of them that he was dog shit. Can someone invite my boyfriend? He's shit.
He's
I'm
fucking
serious.
terrible.
He's so-
Only invite him if you can carry him.
It's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm just apologising now. I'm sorry. I had warned all of them that he was dog shit. And that I had to at least get him in to see the end of a flex. And here his head imploded. It was a 25-man flex one. I had a friend with a tank spec trying to gear his deeps for the inevitable raid rage at Joey Fingers' shit tanking skills. We blundered through to Shah with him raging at me every time he died, saying I should have healed him. And as a tank, he should never die. You should be the first to die. Jesus Christ. There was, of course, 5 other healers, but as he knew who I was, and was his SO, I was the one who should only heal him, and that I was a shit healer for not being strong enough to keep his ass alive.
Lame game.
Joey Fingers doesn't pull any punches. He may be a noob, but he's calling
Joey
her
said
out on
that
her
to
shit.
her?
Yeah. Joey dies all the time, gives his missus pure shit.
I love how blind he is to everything that's going on around him.
I literally can't even. Woman, keep me up.
Just play. Dead again!
Dead again.
Bravo!
Your shield's
Bravo!
broken. Oh, my shield's broken.
Boom! Boom!
My shield's broken.
Way to go on the raid, white bitch!
Why haven't you repaired my shield? Huh? Shit.
Run my character back.
I was 28 levels higher than him and spamming the strongest heals I had. He had popped no defensive cooldowns and just raged. At Shah, the raid was raging at me to get another tank. IRL, Joey Fingers was raging, demanding to get rid of the people who demanded that he be replaced. You can only imagine. I told him to shut the fuck up. Alright, I made a decision. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and switch to rep. For real.
For real.
Why don't you,
Real talk.
let me help you out here, honey. Okay. I told my friend that we needed him to switch back to tank, and after getting my ass chewed out by Joey... That's not the time or the place, Joey. Raiding is not rimming.
What? You said rimming then, didn't you?
I did.
Where's the talking
I
about
told
rimming?
my friend that we needed him to switch to tank, and after getting my ass chewed by Joey Fingers, we carried on with the raid. Sometimes you just need to rim someone.
Yes, you do.
Not right now, though. We cleared Shah and disbanded. All my friends told me never bring him again unless he was a dog shit carry. Safe to say he never tanked in another raid, and I brought my friends, and he had to gear all on his own. Oh well. Real life though, assholes and skanks. You want to get skanky?
With an arsehole.
Nice. After a little while, some RL shit happened, and damned did the arsehole in Joey Fingers come to light. I, at this point, was very disillusioned with our relationship.
Joey 2015.
Joey, never forget, this is your downfall. He refused to spend any time with me and refused to leave his phone out in the open at any time. Ah,
Boom.
Joey Fingers.
That tough love you gave him, he's getting it elsewhere now, bitch.
Oh, yeah. He's found someone who appreciates him.
She appreciates mediocre.
Maybe
you should too.
I found a good girl, a solid girl, who will settle. For average.
Barely.
She loves me out of default, okay? Like it should be. He played on the other side of the room. I'm going to move my PC over there. Why? No reason. Where's your phone?
You don't own me.
Somewhere else. This is really suspicious, Joey Fingers.
For real?
No.
For real, though, don't look at my phone.
Yeah, don't need to look at my screen during our Doom lands. That's what it is, mate.
Hey, if your significant other's got a phone, sat down, face down.
You know what it is? Can I use your phone to send a text?
No.
You want to look at my phone, don't you? If
Hang
you
about,
trusted
hang
me.
about.
If
Wait,
you trusted
wait,
me.
no, here's the best one. I need to get a picture off your phone, just unlock it for me. Alright, okay.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just clearing my history.
You don't need it.
I need about 10 to 20 seconds to pass you my phone, alright? No reason. He started to play on the other side of the room and would be typing for hours and not playing. Though I knew what was going on, I could not do what Joey was doing to me. And a few guys who told me what was going on, trying to be helpful. I was asked why I didn't return the favour of him and cheating. Told them I literally couldn't.
That's,
oh my god! These are all you guys who are like,
God!
You going, you know he's cheating on you, right?
You should fuck someone too.
There's only one way to solve this problem, baby. And that's to allow me to sleaze on it.
The bald guy out of a hot tub time machine just like, look,
let's do this. I told them I literally couldn't. I can't.
hardly fucking discreet, is he? Moving my PC over it.
What are you doing playing WoW?
Because you're not taking your phone. Don't take my phone! Thank you.
Go to the bathroom. Yeah, the show someone told me that once. Is that can you use your phone for a minute? Yeah, but I'm having shit, so I need it for a few minutes. Just went in the toilet with his phone and cleared it all. I know, right? That's the most inconspicuous thing you could ever do. Yeah, I'll give you your phone after I take this shit out of
Let me see your phone. Hold on, I just need a second.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I wanted to slap the shit out of him for treating me like this. While I was at work, he would go out for long periods of time and wouldn't come home until after I had gotten home. Showered, made dinner, and headed to bed. He wouldn't even say anything when he got in, just go in, shower. Wise. We broke up once I caught him. I, of course, knew the skank who he had hooked up with, as she was a frenemy.
Is this some sort of young terminology?
I assume it means a friend and an enemy.
Well, that's obvious, but
yeah, I know.
That's not really.
Why would they be a friend and an enemy?
Someone who they may have to be friends with, but they really
don't have to be
don't
friends
like.
with anybody.
You do.
Who?
Well,
all right. Well, okay.
You.
You call me a frenemy.
I don't even call you a friend.
Just an enemy. There's no room for fun in this relationship.
Mate. No, mate.
She was an eternal flirt and had grabbed his attention and his dick. Which is the important part.
That's all I needed to hear.
Couple of months went by and he apologised. I took him back. Oh my god, Joey Fingers!
Who's the bitch now? Joey Fingers!
Joey Fingers just switched it up!
He's the most worthless piece of shit in this story, but he just like, yeah, I fucked her. I made love to you.
Yeah, exactly. Joey Fingers is like, I'm sorry. We were having a bad time in WoW. I had to fuck somebody else. Just saying. I took Joey Fingers back on the condition that he would never see her again. Well, obviously, he broke up with her. I don't want to see her again. It didn't work out. Are you not getting this? I don't think you understand. If it had worked out, I wouldn't be here. You're stupid.
Bitch, you stupid.
Alright. You can never see her again. Fine.
Wait a minute. Never see her again. Alright.
Alright then. Oh! Ooh! Ow! Punishment. Deal. That he would never see her again, and that if I asked him questions about relations with girls, he would be honest. I don't think
you can't even... That... What? How is that even... Hey, if I ask you if you've been fucking someone else, you're going to tell me, right? Yeah, of course I am.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Joey Fingers doesn't lie.
You'll be the first to know.
Joey Fingers doesn't lie, okay?
Do you also know that gullible's not in the dictionary?
These fingers, honest fingers, alright? Alright? 4 months later, my stupid idea bit me in the ass. I don't know what it says, but I think it was... Did you fuck someone else? Yes. Told you to be honest about it. I didn't lie to you though, did I? And that was the condition. You said I had to be honest if I fuck somebody else. And here I am, telling you. What more do you want? What more do you want? I do everything you ask. I do it then and now. I was generally waiting for Joey Fingers to fuck me over one more time. I was an idiot. This time I had done the laundry for both... Oh, shit. This time I had done the laundry for both of our work clothes.
Am I going to hear jizz stains in this upcoming sentence? Because this is just a territory that I don't want to know about. Is there jizz stains? There's jizz stains in there.
It's pretty expected, actually. And his regular clothes that he goes to appointments in and threw the laundry out on the bed while he was out to an appointment to fold it. And a pair of dirty undies from his jeans pocket. They weren't a pair of my undies, though. I went crazy.
Why the fuck does
if you're cheating on someone... Look, I've never cheated on a girl. I'll be honest. I'm straight-laced.
Down the line.
Down the line.
By the numbers.
But I wouldn't be... If I was cheating on a girl, let's say, in my 007 logic...
Right.
Maybe I'm too logical for this.
Right.
If I'm cheating on Emma, do I steal the girl's underwear that I'm fucking and bring it home to where Emma is? Do I do that? Is that part of the thing?
Well, it depends.
Explain to... I don't know.
It depends. Here we go.
Cheaters of the audience.
Cheaters of the audience, let us know. But here's my theory. Maybe it's a plant.
Do you think this is how he's telling her, just fucking leave me alone?
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
it's a plan. There is no one that stupid. I'm going to stuff these skank hooker knickers in my pocket. Just throw my jeans on the bed. Fold that shit for me. He wants her to find it.
I've been with my fair share. I can't say they've been able to be like, you know what? Those are yours.
He's playing danger panties.
Who's stealing panties?
Why take the panties?
I don't understand. Why are you stealing piss stinking panties?
Do you know what'd be funny? If she found him, she opened her.
I don't get it, man. Fucking crazy kids. I went through his computer. Oh, don't do that. Because sometimes
box is literally
you don't know where that next click will take you. Sometimes you end up in a dark place. I went through his computer, not giving a swag anymore if it was invading his privacy, and I found chat rooms logs hidden in 2 different files of multiple girls dating back to the beginning of our relationship. I packed my shit and left. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always cheating. A trophy?
That's generically what it is when you say
For what? What?
Conquests.
Because you had sex?
That's the generic of taking fucking panties.
Did you ever need a trophy?
No.
You know what the trophy was for me?
Do you know
Kick-ass sex.
Do you know what I wish I would have had back then? Camera phone. That was it. Just a camera phone.
Camera phone.
Do you know how awkward it was to try and take a fucking
There he
picture?
is. Nuts hat.
With a great big Polaroid. That's it. Stay there.
Don't close your eyes because it's going to burn your retinas.
And then you're shaking the Polaroid as you're doing it.
Shaking.
It's a belt of that. Have a look at that.
It's a belt. Look
Have a look at that.
360p. No, 240. Whoa.
Whoa. Shit.
240p.
Pixel nipples.
Karma. It's not karma.
No.
I don't want to shit on your parade. Look, it's a good story. There's no karma in that. You just got cheated on.
What if he gets hit by a bus?
Yeah, that would be karma in a bit lopsided, sure, but there's no karma in just leaving.
What if she's driving the bus?
Unless she was really good folding them socks. After I left, Joey Fingers was unable to play due to the fact that I had been paying for his WoW subscription. Oh, Joey. And she was paying for you had a golden ticket. She was doing your laundry, washing your dirty cheating underwear.
I'm paying for your WoW subscription.
I'm paying for your WoW. She was washing your... What do you call them?
What?
What's the phrase for the girl that you're cheating with?
Mistress.
Oh, nice. She was cleaning your mistress's underwear and folding it. And paying for WoW. You had a golden ticket, Joey.
Do you know what? That's balls. That's moxie. That is like...
That's ballsy.
That is like...
It's ballsy.
There's a generic balls test where you come home late one night drunk and you put lipstick on your collar and you smack your missus on the arse and you say, "You're next, fatty."
I'm not doing that. That's bad advice.
It was a joke.
That's bad advice.
That whole what's the definition of balls? And that was it. Slap her on the arse and say, "You're next, fatty." That's a horrible thing, don't do that.
So I was left in the clear to completely ghost everything out of the guild bank and wait for the time when I could take over.
Yes, that's
She
what
took-
I wanted.
she took
That's
the
what
swag
I
out of
wanted. Take it all, bitch. It's yours. It's yours.
I posted in the guild message of the day that the guild would be shutting down and to send me a tell if they needed anything, to which I would ignore. I really need those braces. Do you? That's interesting.
That's a shame.
Isn't it? Several months passed by, I logged onto one of my toons, still in the guild, to see that he had been reported for being inactive, and I dethroned him. I kicked every single one of his toons, ignored him on battle tag, and each of his toons on the server so they couldn't whisper me. I conferred with several people left in the guild, of whom were my friends, what best to do with the guild. Finally, they decided I would give them good words to some of the guilds they wanted to get into, and a few server changes to guilds I had connections with. I, in turn, will sell the guild when all of them were safely in their new homes.
Don't try and act the fucking Samaritan now, bitch.
After we had broken up for 5 or so months, I started developing feelings for a long-time friend in WoW, named Milkshakes Yo. Yes. He was known for being a bit of a ladies' man, and whenever a female heard his voice in vent, they would go, "Fangirl, for varying lengths of time.
Frothing at the
Hashtag
gash.
Nobble.
Nobble's voice.
Hashtag Nobble. He had the panty dropper voice.
Boy.
Since I had known him, he had one girlfriend who couldn't handle how popular he was with the ladies, and several girls who had stalked made it their prerogative to scare away every other girl he had an eye on because he had told them he wouldn't go out with them. Milkshake's Yo was an RPer, and as far as I'm told, a pretty decent one. I personally don't RP due to the fact of all the horror stories and just my experiences handling people's drama within the guild who were RPers and had issues out of character for things that happened icily. In character, sorry. I don't know the RP acronyms. Mostly though, Milkshake's Yo with all the ladies he attracted having issues with one another. Ladies. There's enough milkshakes to go around. Milkshakes Yo!
You all get to suck from the straw.
Hey, yeah. This is a never-ending cup. Milkshakes Yo and I had gotten along really well back at all the crazy shit that had happened and laughing at all that jazz when I started noticing he was hitting on me and teasing me in the most profound way.
Sending her pictures of his dick. Can't help but feel.
Is this some... Are you coming on to me? Dick pic.
Are you coming on to me? No, but I will be.
I will be coming on you.
That was
Yeah, but you left on to me and it didn't work.
coming on to you. Yeah,
You
you
left
will be coming on to
You got to
it.
trim the fat on them jokes.
I don't have to do anything.
gotta trim
You
the fat.
added fat to it.
No, I trimmed it.
You didn't. You didn't.
I noticed I started to have a smidgen of a crush, and actually getting attention from a guy was refreshing. A lot of girls coming on to me. We would talk every day, all day,
50 shakes of milk.
about all sorts of things, as per usual, but the depth of the topics grew and expanded into more personal zones.
Nice.
After a while, we both expressed our feelings for one another, but didn't become an item due to the fact that it would be a long-distance relationship. I mentioned I didn't like that. I had expressed my need for honesty. We did become an item due to the fact that I had been wronged in the past and tried long-distance relationships in college, and the boys would always lie, not knowing that I was friends with several of their friends as well. I always find out the truth. Have you been cheated on a lot? That sucks.
It seems you find out the truth when literally the clues are thrown into your face. So that's probably why you always find out the truth.
I can usually tell when people lie to me, be it a lie of omission or just a straight up old fashioned lie to my face. But I digress. We discussed what we like in relationships and what we didn't like. What do you like in a It sounds like one of those guys who goes, what do you like in a relationship? And you say something like, I like quiet walks on the beach. And he goes, me too.
No.
I like everything.
I like
you
quiet walks on the beach. What do you like? Double jointed bitches.
Whoa. Weird.
Why is that weird?
Our past relationships and things and a significant other. Milkshake's Yo had told me in the past that he didn't go for married women.
Is she married?
No.
Why is that a factor then?
This was discussed when one of the girls who made it the prerogative to wreck his reputation was already married. And I told him I am not one for cheaters or liars. These are pretty basic things, really.
Yeah.
We have so much in common. You don't like being with married women. I don't like cheaters. Wow.
It's a match made in heaven.
It's a match made in... This is like crazy. Eventually, though, Milkshake's Yo asked me out, of which I decided to just ask him when I finally got the courage up. When we both met. Oh, introducing Fist Thunder. And here comes Fist Thunder. She lived much closer to him, but was married. It was a rocky marriage, I was told, and she was a very, very nice woman. Being 10 to 15 years older than us and married, I really thought nothing of the fact that they were RPing all the time. Fucking Fist Thunder. It's them cougars, man.
So who's fucking who now?
They were about to get it on.
Who?
The author and Milkshake's Yo.
The slick one
But then, Fist Thunder.
is the cougar. I don't get it.
Fists?
Oh right, is Fist one of the cougar?
Oh, yes.
Right, okay, carry on.
And she's in a rocky marriage. Now I'm gonna
You eat food? Me too.
now I'm gonna say this. I can be very jelly. And I hate it about myself, so I try to just ignore my jelly feelings. I am also very perceptive, even though most people think I'm oblivious. I know. You don't know. Oh, I know. I know. I act like a derp most of the time. Why? So when I actually know something and am knowledgeable about certain topics, people are positively flabbergasted. We had known Fist Thunder for about a month and a half when Milkshake's Yo started to ignore me for whole days at a time. I hate being with married women. I'm married. Really?
Really?
I hate that.
Wait. Whoa. Married, you say? Go on.
I really hate that.
It's
tell you more.
You married her. I hate that about you. Like the McBoyles.
You disgust me. Bring me an eye!
Bring me what?
McBoyles in the last episode of Always Sunny.
Oh,
I thought we were going to get an eye. When would we even get an eye? Bring me an eye! We had known Fist Thunder for about a month and a half when Milkshake's Yo started to ignore me for whole days at a time. I would chalk it down to him being busy in WoW. I really didn't think anything of it until one weekend. He just stopped talking to me. I opened up my guild roster, and Milkshake's Yo was either in Stormwind or in the forest with Fist Thunder. I kind of thought it odd and really kind of started to thinking, but he had told me that he didn't like to date married women, so that can't be it.
No, it can't be.
He's an honest
He
gent.
is.
You know what?
Straight shooter. Yeah? By the numbers, does not lie. Hey, he doesn't like married women.
Doesn't even like him, so they can't be doing that.
No, of course not. Fist Thunder. He doesn't do that.
I still haven't got the courage up to ask him, but on Wednesday I resolved to just ask him. On Saturday. What does that mean? It's Wednesday and I've decided that Saturday shall be the
Enough
day.
is enough.
Enough is enough. We need to settle this in a few days. That is when we'll do it. Okay. On Saturday, even though I was starting to feel scared that I put my feelings out there in the open only to get them swept away by an older married woman who was just hours from his house. Thursday hits. And I am seriously thinking they are dating or at least considering it. I had tried to suppress the feeling that we're most likely an item since Sunday. But this is very specific. But with only a few sentences and a 10-minute conversation on Skype that was stopped when Fist Thunder got a call. When Milkshake's Yo got a call that he was on for the rest of the night, I still tried to deny it. Friday came. I log on only to be instantly messaged by enter Eggy Tits. Eggy Tits, seeing it as it is, calling it. Instantly, I received a message from Eggy Tits. Why did you pick that name?
Why not?
Who had been a long-time friend of his and long-time RP partner. Eggy Tits was distraught, saying that he had played her and had been replaced by Fist Thunder.
You dick.
Milkshake's Yo had even switched to being married in-game to Fist Thunder. That's a ring, y'all. We are in-game married now. There's nothing more hurtful than in-game marriage.
Missed something. Who's married to who in game?
Fist Thunder has married Milkshake's Yo. And Eggy Tits reveals all.
Eggy Tits, mate.
Eggy Tits is quite literally BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed. Eggy Tits.
What's that website that called?
Fist Thunder.
TMZ, mate.
TMZ. TMZ. Shit. I honestly thought it was just RP. Delusional as fuck. It's only RP, it's not real. And I went to work trying to salvage the situation. Milkshake's Yo instantly raged at me, telling me to drop it. Shut the fuck up. Milkshake's Yo, smooth. Well, Eggy Tits told me that he and Fist Thunder were an item and had been for weeks. This has been going on for weeks.
Eggy Tits is with Fist Thunder.
No! That Milkshake Yo and Fist Thunder are together. What's hard about this?
It's the names and the whole.
You picked the names!
And the whole like sex.
Joey
Mexican.
Fingers is gone.
Joey Fingers is out the door.
Joey Fingers is... Let me bring you up to speed. Joey Fingers is out the question. Okay? Enter Milkshake's Yo. Smoothie, little bit of a...
Doesn't like married women.
Doesn't like married women.
Enter married woman.
Him and the author were getting close. Almost to the point of synergy.
Right.
However, enter Fist Thunder. Fist Thunder walks in. She's married. Got a beef like a fucking steak Wellington. And she's ready for
Like a
action.
veal cutlet.
Like a fucking Kobe steak, mate. She's the Kobe steak. She's Wagyu and ready for action. Right? She's medium rare. It's flapping and ready to go.
Oh my flapping no!
Well, sometimes it hangs off the bone. I'm still going to bring you up to date. So Fist Thunder enters and she kiboshes the whole Milkshake Yo off the situation. Eggy Tits comes in to reveal all. And he tells the author that Fist Thunder has been dropping the beef Wellington on Milkshake's Yo for weeks. Are you up to speed?
Yeah, thanks.
Let's sizzle. Alright. I heard that and started to shake. It was the first I'd heard from another source that they considered themselves to be together. I was devoed and totes upset and continued to beg him to give me answers. Milkshake Yo told me if I didn't shut the fuck up about the entire thing, he would kick me from the guild. What? What? And he would unfriend me. I still told him I needed to talk. I had been told that about him and Fist Thunder being a couple, asking why he had said all the things he had said, and just all around feeling like I was an utter fool. After 45 minutes of no response, Milkshake Yo said we needed to verbally talk, as he couldn't be arsed typing. I logged on Vent after taking a few minutes to calm down and stop crying. Jesus.
So,
Relationships, son.
What are the qualifications that you need to be a doormat?
Well, let's ask her.
Let's
Joey
ask
Fingers
her.
and Milkshakes. Yeah, let's ask her. Sorry, Peter K.
Let's ask her. What's he doing?
He started his new show that comes out next week.
Is it?
Yeah.
How good was that impression though? Don't go
Yeah, that
for
was good. That it was brilliant.
Yeah?
He started. He fucks dogs.
You drawing a dog?
I'm gonna have to watch all the Peter Kay stuff. He started off by saying that I should have trusted him. Don't you trust me? You know, we weren't together, but after this,
No, sir.
what a player! That's how a player plays it. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? You know, I'm not into the jealous girls, so you've driven a wedge between us. This is your fault.
Boom. She'd take that.
Yeah.
Doormat.
I looked into Savannah a few minutes to count down, start crying. He started off by saying I should have trusted him and dropped it from the beginning instead of getting ideas in my head and only listening to Eggy Tits' side of the story. Eggy Tits. Eggy Tits. Stirring. Big spoon. I told him I was just trying to get the truth. And that I had come
So
to him
hard.
right out, asking for truth, only to be told to shut the fuck up. They were both my friends. Accusations being thrown. Inadvertently, the subject struck onto something I hadn't had the guts or time to ask about, and I felt like he just didn't want me to ask it. In the end, I was crying and asked questions as to whether or not him and Fist Thunder were a thing. He said yeah, and that I could judge him all I want. Yeah, there we are. We're fucking. We're fucking.
We fucking whored.
We've been fucking for weeks. I didn't really care that she was married and so on. That was their decision. I cared that he didn't have the guts to tell me in the first place, and said the reason that they were going out was that what I had done now had taken me out of the running. It's such a player maneuver.
Do you know what?
You know what? I would have been with you, but you acted all crazy.
Do you know what else would have been a player maneuver? It's like, you said you wouldn't do this, and then you're going doing this now. What the fuck's that about? It's like, well, here's the deal, bitch. Do you think I want to just advertise with a billboard on my chest that says, I fuck married bitches? No, I don't want bitches to know about it.
Yeah, I asked how long have they been going out then, and he answered, not very long.
Baller.
You know what? I loved you until this.
Yeah.
And now I am
You
going to
fucked
go
this
to...
up.
All around, I was disappointed in milkshakes, yo. Pissed at myself. Felt like my feelings hadn't mattered in the first place to anyone, and that I was an all-around idiot for thinking a guy could actually be interested in me for once. Ah. Don't make us feel bad, not on drama, Phil.
I'm not going to feel bad.
You never feel bad.
Never.
That's my secret, Cap. I never give a fuck.
Never give a fuck. Yes.
I really can't give a shit.
That reminds me of that fucking part of Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, boo! My wife and kid are dead. And Groot goes,
Yeah, I know, right? Don't get me all sad. I got emotionally wrecked over the internet of all things and have sworn off guys from the internet. That's a good idea in general. Mostly. I don't know. I think we're out of the loop. It seems to happen more often. No matter how smooth or nice they may be. Thank you. I hope this story had enough drama in it for you. It did.
It did.
It did.
It was a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster. But yes, I have more drama to come. I hope it involves Fist Thunder.
You fist fuck. Fucking hell.
Oh, all right, that's gone on way too long, so we can't do this one.
We'll save it for next time.
Yeah, this one is destroying a life. It got dark.
It's got my name on it, so let's not forget
Yeah, destroying a life and ghosting my friends. We'll save that till later, because that was a whole shenanigans, a smorgasbord of stuff.
Smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord
Well played,
of
sir.
events that were going on there. Right, we'll take a quick break before we get back, because we missed like half the stuff. Are you ready? In 3, in 2,
in 1. Shake your face, take a picture of you shaking your face, put it on the Twitter account. Now we'll pick the best one after the break. Could it be you to win a game? Don't know, mate. Could be.
For extra special moxie.
Wait. Pretend it's like titties.
I think that's enough warning.
Thanks, mate.
Win a game!